Okay, welcome back folks. Missed the selfie from earlier, who was at the other end, putting his camera on the floor on a timer. He's back. He's back, look. This time he's not risking his camera though. So the changeover has completed. She's obviously terrified of the horse. There we are. I thought the way she screamed actually that her arm was in the horse's mouth. Oops. This horse is not liking Anne Boleyn over here. Not sure why. I mean, I personally, I'm quite partial to a ginge here and there, guys. And I can say that being a bit of a red-headed boy myself when I was a lad. So I really don't appreciate this lifeguard horse having a ginger phobia. It's not fair. Might need to write a letter to His Majesty the King. Well, this big beauty looks like a bit of a curious nipper. It's so funny, I could have sworn it was Sparta, folks, but it's not. It's got exactly the same mark. Wait for somebody to tell me later. It is Sparta. The blues left him here.
Mettigli giù il muso, accompagnalo giù. Guardami.
Okay, it seems like that horse is quite partial to an Italian, it seems. Yep. He's a curious one, look. I'll see if I can get the name before the video goes up, folks. Don't remember this one. Could it be a new one? I'm really not sure. I can't keep adding a new nipper video. I thought every video is going to be the same. 50 videos all called a new nipper. However, the good news, ladies and gents, is that so far this morning, no one has really taken the you-know-what in terms of the reins. Yet. Oh, it's got lifeguard tribute trainers, look. Oh, she's French. Merci. This new nipper's a beauty.
Está todo modelo.
Very curious, he's just not giving up. What is it with the red shoes today as well? Look. It's almost as though the tourists knew the lifeguards were coming back and dressed appropriately. Oh, he said thank you as well. Nice guy. First rounds by the lifeguard over here. He's not going to bash into anyone then, last people here. Unless of course he decides to come this way, in which case he might. Oh, he is coming this way. Hold on, get ready for it. Look on her face. I wasn't sure she was going to move, she just kind of stood there frozen. Wow, brilliant. Sorry guys, there's comedy moments. Wait, I'm hearing a trumpet again. There's no trumpeter in the yard. Maybe he's having a practice out the back. That was a super awkward moment for that lady. But to her credit, she handled it like a champ. Oh, here we go again. Hold on. He's like, dude, you're in the way of my picture. Goodness. Is it going to be one of those really highly unpredictable days again, people? I'm starting to think it might be. Uh-oh, there's another guy over here in front of the horse, look. Oh, he got out of the way quicker. Brilliant. Second. Noticing how he's being mildly crowded would not surprise me at all. Depending on if anyone's in the way, if this lifeguard will end up losing it. Yeah, they were right to move fast. Goodness me, super funny. Oh. Oh, I just got bitten. Oops. Yeah, that was also an Italian. This horse has got excellent taste, I must say. His culinary habits are pretty much like mine. I like a good Italian as well. Those sort of awkward moments, it doesn't involve anyone doing anything actually overtly or actively wrong, but those very awkward moments when somebody gets caught slightly off guard, unawares, and the body language, they pull a funny face or something else. Yeah, classics. Oh, actually, wait, they asked my friend to take a picture of them.
Okay.
That group got about 50 pictures, I think, already.
Okay, for you.
God knows why they're being so noisy. They seem, for some reason, the group behind me, to think that everyone else having their pictures taken is in their way. Very, very odd behaviour. Guys, you know this isn't a comedy show, yeah? You know this is a military barracks, and these are kingsguards. If you didn't know, you know now, yeah? Be respectful, be respectful. Yeah? Appreciate the environment. Okay. Unbelievable, really, to be honest. I think it's some kind of theatrical production. Now they're going to leave. The police were watching them behind as well, so I don't think me intervening was actually necessary, but at the same time, better just to tell them so that they know. Plus, tourists are entitled to enjoy having their pictures taken, without a bunch of clowns clapping and, egging them on. Okay, anyway, I think they've buzzed off. That was pretty quick. Job done. Job's a good one, as they say. Okay, so back at the front, everybody. Let's hope everyone is a little bit better behaved. They already warned them. Ah, because I told them basically it's not a comedy show, like, be respectful. They were doing okay, they were pretty respectful to start with, but inside, wow, that was just wrong.
That thing will kick you, watch out. You guys are doing it.
I'll tell you my story about when I went to Scotland. I told you yet? No.
Interesting enough there, my friend who took the picture of the group over in the Archers just said, I'm sure you heard it guys in the audio, that the police already warned them once to tone it down. So the fact that they were so noisy, I should actually have just turned around and stuck the camera in their face, but I did get their group shot of the horse at the front, so I think I used that instead. We don't like disrespectful behaviour, do we, here, people? And I do typically draw attention to that when it happens, because one, I think it helps people to know what is disrespectful behaviour, but more importantly, it's not about public shaming, because a lot of people have no clue they're ever even in the video on YouTube. It's more about, you know, enhancing awareness that this is not some kind of a circus, it's not a comedy show, it's not a club. It serves a practical function, a historic function, a royal function. As such, like any other workplace, treat it with respect. Not complicated, is it really? And for even non-royalists, I think anyone would agree that if you're at your place of work, the last thing you need is a bunch of idiots turning up, laughing, joking, mocking, clapping and singing, as though they are at a comedy club. Anyway, let's hope that everyone else is kind of normal, whatever normal is. Pretty rammed at the front this morning, folks. I think getting exactly at the front is not going to be an easy thing to do. Oh, that said, the moment I say it, it miraculously becomes available.
Thank you.
I bet now everyone will vanish because I'm right in the middle. I said, looking at the groups that are coming through the central gates. Yeah, plenty of bodies here today. I'll try and sort of flip between the horse at the other end and this horse, giving them equal time. And the reason being, this shift that we're looking at the moment, this horse and the other horse, that's a nippy, playful horse, will not be here for very long because it's already 11:38. Okay, the shift for this horse and the other horse ends at 12 noon. So these horses get a part shift. Why? Because of the regimental changeover. So they arrived and went into the boxes after the Blues left. So we're back at the front here with Invader, and I'm going to try my hardest not to forget that Invader's name is Invader. He's one of the best ones, I think, actually, especially for families and people, couples, to get a picture with, because he's a big softie. But as usual, the second that I move, everybody tends to congregate at the horse that I moved from. Always the way, every single time. Look, see, they're all back at this end now. Now I've moved, they'll all go back to the other end. Oh, look at this. What on earth, look. Talk about stopping in exactly the right place. Oh goodness me, everyone's in the Christmas spirit, people. You can see it, can't you? Look, even the officers are happy today, probably because there are no Just Stop Oil morons just spoiling their morning. Tourists from the US want to get pictures with British police, as often happens. This kid decided he wanted to stand up on the bollard so he doesn't fall down and break his neck if the bollard goes down. He's not with his dad, otherwise I'd mention it. That bollard suddenly goes back into the ground, and that happens often, then that is a problem. Boom. Oh, here we are. Instagram meets the King's horse. Oh dear. So the first group thought it was a comedy show. This group seemed to think it was a fashion show. Everyone's being moved back behind the barriers, but I'm not sure why at this point. Police horses, maybe? The officer just told everyone to get behind the barriers, but then left. I wonder if he got the timing wrong, because no one's moved and he's not screaming at them. The trooper's moving the horse out of the way constantly, you can see this, and you know what? I can't actually say that I blame him, to be quite honest. It is a big softie, but some people get way too close. I've seen it many times. And others don't get close enough. The second I mention it, it's almost as though instinctively people either overheard me or knew and then stopped getting super close. Okay, back to the other end. It's got this debarriering operation in full effect. Look, carrying barriers is absolutely rammed with people here today. It's such a curious morning. Motion is one thing that this place has that is pretty unique in London terms, because the palace is a fairly sterile environment. The front of the palace, yes, there are lots of tourists and people taking pictures, but not an awful lot fundamentally on a day-to-day basis changes. Okay. Gosh, yeah, all the groups are Italian, it seems today. Off they go. It's me, guys, honestly, look, the second I move near anyone, they'll run away. I must have forgotten to deodorize myself. My non-deodorized body scared them all off. Would you believe it? They're at the other end now, look. Groups are at the other end. Second that, I'm at this end. Ironic, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to time it. I'm going to stay here for the next 5 minutes. No matter what happens. Even if no one comes along, I'm still going to stay here. Oh, here we go, look. Conversation with the guard that will not respond. Oh, wait, should you give me the horse some food or just patting it? Either way, horsey seems to like it. Yeah, I saw you briefly. I was noticing that on the other side of the road, that was the South Korean president going to Downing Street. He was in the King's car going that way when you were driving that way.
Came yesterday.
What's that again?
Came yesterday.
No. It was no. I really wanted to yesterday morning. I had to go first to Liverpool Street Station, then on a train to Colchester. By the way, I've seen a lot of police here, and I wonder if it's just at Will again. Look, what's this? Why are all these police here? Maybe it's something else. Yeah, let me go and have a look.
Yeah, yesterday they have yesterday?
No, it was the day before, Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on Monday there were a lot of them. Let me go and see. I don't think actually, to be honest, guys, that they would be patient. If we got the same situation as Monday, they were on it pretty much instantly, the police. And most of that group went up towards Trafalgar Square. If you were coming this way, would they come back to the same spot that they were protesting at on Monday? I personally think it's unlikely, because they were closed down so quickly, without any hesitation on Monday, that I think they might well have learned their lesson that this is not the area to mess with. There's always a very, very large police presence around Whitehall, because not only do we have Metropolitan Police, but we've got Ministry of Defence Police. So they probably realised after Monday's little escapades that, you know what, completely wasting their time protesting here on Whitehall. Because before they even get a chance to sit in the road, let alone stop traffic, which often doesn't move anyway on a busy day, the police are on it, handcuffing them, reading them their rights, and then waiting for vans to carry them away. It was quite an impressive thing to see that happening actually on Monday. How quickly that was shut down. There's a lot of footage on TikTok, YouTube, of just oil protesters being, read the riot act, told to do this, told to do that, but not an awful lot of footage of them pretty much being instantly arrested, cautioned, arrested, and then handcuffed, and then more importantly, being left on the floor in the freezing cold. I'm not going to say intentionally, but an act of humiliation. And I personally don't have a problem with that. You want to get arrested for being a public nuisance? Get ready to be publicly humiliated for being a public nuisance. Simple, really. They can't have it both ways. Just a whisper from the other end. She's back. Conversation under the South Korean flag. I have no idea how much longer the flag will be here for. My guess would be probably another 24 hours. Oh, okay. All right. So apparently, all right. I overheard the conversation. I'm not sure if the microphone would have picked it up. The elderly lady, asked the guard if she could give the horse a peppermint. The guard shook his head. No. She said, "Oh." The other one said it was okay, and I gave him a peppermint. Okay. So she did feed the other horse, but she did ask permission from the lady guard to feed the other horse, and then she gave the horse a peppermint. I seem to remember from a week or two ago, there was a lady feeds the horse video that I took, and I'm 90% certain that that video was also with the same lady guard behind me. Some of the troopers don't have a problem, especially if you're polite enough to ask first, with the horse being fed, but it will also depend, obviously, on which horse is being fed. Why? Well, because some of them might have an allergy. Some of them might be on medication. Some of them simply might not like mince of any shape or flavour. So it actually is a good thing to see tourists asking instead of just trying to shove, an unknown food substance into the horse's mouth. It's my 2p on the subject anyway, folks. I don't know if you agree, but that's the way I see it. Definitely the way I see it. You happy people? Okay, let's try and get back to sort of a central-ish point. I did say I wasn't going to move for 5 minutes, and 5 seconds later I'm dashing to the other end. It's interesting because when it seems to be quiet, as though there's no one posing with the horse, there are groups, but often they see someone filming, myself or one of my friends here, and they will walk behind us. But this group are trying to get, I think, their teacher. The teacher over here is basically saying to them that they should get through the gate. Look, she's ushering them through the gate. It's okay, don't worry. But the students are trying to get pictures, but the teacher's just like, no. I don't know why. Maybe she thinks it's not polite to get too close. Teacher erring on the side of caution. Who would have guessed today? Okie dokie. Alright, looks like somebody might be... One second. I saw the officer walk into the archway. It looked at first glance as though he was going to speak to somebody. I think somebody might well have walked in and gotten told off. And that's why the officer, police officer that is hanging up the chain for the guard. That's normally a job that the stableman or one of the other guards will perform. So I wonder if this chap here on my right got in trouble. Naughty boy. Interesting. I would certainly explain it. Kit still being unpacked at the back. Lots and lots and lots of kit. Look. See? Lots and lots and lots. As I mentioned before at the beginning of the video, the lifeguards will be here for a little while being a few days until the Blues are back. Again, okay, I will not disturb this family having their group picture, but I will go to the middle. Why? Because behind me, ta-da, 2 more beauties are coming through. And no, guys, these are not trumpeters dressed as police officers. They actually are police officers. They just happen to be riding greys. And everyone's straight out of the way. Love it. Good job, tourists. It's okay. It's really the wonder that no one's taken the you-know-what with the rains this morning, people, isn't it? An absolute wonder. I haven't actually, with my own eyes, yet seen a single transgression. On the contrary, it's just see a lot of happy Koreans in London celebrating the fact that their flag is hanging over horse guards. And to be fair, I get it. You know, if I were in Seoul and I suddenly saw the Union flag hanging because of a British royal visit or state visit, I'd be kind of a little bit humbled too. Right, people are forming up on the line inside. Again, folks, I have no clue at all whether or not we will see the gatesman changing. What I'll do is keep a little eye out to see if he goes into the tunnel. He might have already gone in. I'll have a look in a second. If he has gone into the tunnel, then we know unequivocally that he needs to come out again and get through the crowd to get back into the arches. In other words, it's worth being inside for. But I can't, from this spot, I can't quite see. 1 second, I'll head in just a moment and have a quick look. That way I've got enough time, 7.5 minutes to get back out the front, if he's already in the tunnel. So let's go and have a quick peek and we'll see. Then we'll know 100% the best spot to stand for the guard change. My money's on him still being in the arch, personally. Yes, he is. There he is. Okay, so the guard is still in the arch. Now, it's a tough one, this. Is he going to need to come out and mow through these tourists? That's the question. I honestly don't know, folks. I think I'll wait a few minutes and see. If he comes out, then perfect. He's still pacing. Everyone else is wondering. Everyone else is filming is wondering, hold on, is he coming out? To me, it's not looking likely. But the lifeguards typically do the changeover on the even hours, meaning at noon. So they always trick us. We never know. Blues always uneven hours, the odd hours, every single time. Lifeguards, they chop and change it, depending on which corporal of horse is here. So I bet this time he's not going to move, which is kind of a shame in a way, because that's quite a thickly populated line, and at the moment there's no sign of any trooper or police officer telling everybody to move. So the only way these people would move here is if they got shouted at by the guard in the arch, and the line is beefing up very, very quickly as well. I don't know, guys, it's a 50-50. I'm kind of going to be on the edge here just in case, but the longer he takes to march out, the less likely it is that he's going to march out. If we get to 3 minutes 2 and he still hasn't moved, I will move. It's now 54. There's absolutely no space at all for anyone else to join the line at the front. Quite healthy actually for a Wednesday morning. Yeah, it's 5.5 minutes to noon. Anyway, the key thing is that from this corner we can see everything that's happening. So even if he doesn't decide to emerge and terrify some tourists on that side, we will see clearly the new horses coming out. At that point, I'll then obviously spend the remaining time for this video at the front with the 2 new horses. Everyone's really nice and quiet this morning. Have you noticed that, guys, that how sort of tranquil the mood is? It's a good number of people, if you can see it. It's a very well populated line for this early in the day. But, and this is the key, there's still 5 more minutes until it actually happens, so it's going to be a bit of a squash over that side. Yeah, I'm not actually going to move from where I am now. I think this is possibly the ideal spot. Unless they really push everybody back hard, in which case I will also get pushed back hard. Okay, troopers taking down the chain on the other side. Still no sign of the guard about to leave. yet. Good numbers though, look, very good numbers. Okay, the officer's coming over. I wonder if that means he's going to tell them to make a space, because I think he's anticipating that at noon the guard will be moving. Yeah, look. Spoil sport. But I'm still surprised, because normally the guard will have left by now. Now the interesting thing is going to be that that hole will close up. It will close up if other tourists arrive. Yeah, it will. It will definitely close up, because they won't understand why there's a bit of a hole. But let's see. Yeah, I'm still optimistic that I'm in the best spot for the moment. Plus, if they do change over, I'm in the right spot to capture not only the boxman changeover, but the chitsman and the gatesman changeover as well, folks, which really is the key. So yeah, we're in a good spot to capture all of it, every single moment. It's busy, you know. Look on the corner over here, look. It's normally like that at the inspections later in the afternoon. Very curious. Notice he's still not moving though from the archway. Two explanations. One, they're going to do odd hours, in which case he will stay there until 1, or for whatever reason they've decided to change over the boxmen and the horses first, potentially because a lot of the troopers are still unpacking their kit behind the gates, and by changing over the gatesmen after the boxmen, obviously gives the troopers another 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, it's a 50-50, everyone. So I'll keep my my eyes kind of to one side while I'm filming on this side. A lot of tour guides actually. They're probably still doing a roaring trade, even though we're virtually in December. I don't think there's so much of a thing as a tourist season anymore. I think it's pretty much an ongoing thing. I guess they probably do Christmas lights tours on the quiet days, i.e. when there's not a Buckingham Palace guard change. See, look, new people arriving to plug the hole, and that's a good thing. Yeah, I've got pretty much zero chance of moving anywhere. And even if there's now an issue with too many people, this retired soldier, who's often here, will tell them to move out of the way with his stick. He's very well known for assisting with crowd control here. He's 90 years old, people, would you believe? Out and about very regularly, here primarily, at 90 years old. I hope I'm that mobile if I make it to 90. Anyway, there's the bell. Okay, so no troopers outside today, interesting enough. Dealing with crowd control, so the police are doing it. Righty-ho. Here. It's been very insistent, and rightly so, that everybody keeps the tunnel clear. So it looks like it's option 2. They're changing the foot guards, boxman, chitsman after they've changed. Chitsman, gatesman after they've changed the boxman. Good well since seen that corporal of horse as well, actually. Oh, horse is in a strange mood. All smooth. officer's also discussing to my left that there is a guard change, but I'm not seeing it. That will also explain why there was a trooper out here dealing with the crowd control. Now, are they finished or are they not finished? That's the key question. I think I hear a stomp. Aha! There we are. Luckily, there is a gap. So option 2 was correct. They decided to wait and do the boxman and chitsman and gatesman second. It's packed here though. The tunnel, I can't even get in there. Look, the tunnel is absolutely chock-a-block solid packed on both sides. Look at this, look. Even on this side where they don't normally allow people to stand, it's completely solid. Be interested to see what happens in a minute with that many people. Wow. Feels like the height of summer, folks, to be honest, looking around at the numbers here, doesn't it? Look. Great seeing enthusiasm there, that's all I can say. Here they come. Uh-oh, interesting moment. Trooper almost got in the way. Uh-oh. They would have shouted at their colleague and I'm convinced. Off duty or not. I can foresee in a second. I'm going to need to move myself out of the way because right now I'm exactly where the trooper is going to need to be when he comes through the tunnel. Excuse me, ladies. Here he comes. Watch. I think he's clear. Yeah, he is. And the only reason he is because, as I mentioned, the elderly gent over here kind of thoughtfully moved everybody out of the way to save them from getting embarrassed. That went pretty smoothly. When you consider how many people are here, folks, in the yard, and are about to flood through, it went pretty well, didn't it? That was handled very well, actually. Corporal of Horse is also coming out. Now, I think, instinctively, he's going to come out to this end. There's no way of absolutely knowing unequivocally, but there he is. Been a while since we've seen this fellow. Damn, that was all too brief though. Wait. Look at these numbers, look. Even the Corporal of Horse, in his workplace, being the senior in charge, is having to wait to get anywhere near the horses. His horses that he has responsibility for. Crazy, eh?
Keep going.
God damn, it is busy. Yeah, I can't blame you for going straight back in. I wouldn't want to get stuck in this squad either. There's no way of knowing exactly where everybody's going to go. They might just fan out and vanish, but the groups are very large. The tour groups that have been brought down this morning are very large. Okay, interesting enough, for the moment, unless the troop is busy, they haven't actually closed up the back of the boxes. I don't know why they haven't or wouldn't close up, but yeah, for the moment, let's enjoy it.
Do you know where this? Do you know where this one
You get a lot of sort of self-important civil servant joggers along here who are disgusted by the number of people in their way when they're on their little lunchtime jog.
You've got company, you can go either side. Annie. Here we go, go. Tony. Get in, Bryce. Annie, get in there. That's it. Brian. Annie.
Awkward. Too many people. Way too many guys. You can see this, yeah? As I look around. Rammed. Actually, wait, this is the horse that was... no, actually it's not. It's not. I thought it was the one that was on first of all that was sort of nipping away a little bit. It's not. Slightly larger horse, and that marquee is not there. I was kind of keen to keep the horse away from the tourists for some reason. Maybe another bit of a squish over here. Look at this. Oh, she went for the reins, guys. We just missed it. What a surprise. Didn't get to touch them because the guard pulled them away.
Jesus Christ, it's just fantastic. Bloody hell, ignorant people.
A lot of pushing and shoving behind me. People waiting to try and get up before everyone else. Okay, this guy doesn't actually want anybody making contact with the horse physically, it would seem. Notice he just told her to get off. His horse, his prerogative. Interesting though, that he doesn't want anybody. See, look. I wonder if he's going to tell the kid not to touch. It could well be the fact that this horse is not too fond of being fondled or touched continuously by different people. God could be doing them a favour. I don't know. Let's see, guys, if anyone else, anybody else touches.
Don't touch the horse. Don't scare the horse.
Maybe the horse is like having its neck touched. Notice that God doesn't have probably people offering their hands to the horse's mouth or touching its nose. When they go to put an arm or a hand up on the horse's neck, different story.
And it does, they've actually changed the sign this summer. It says, beware, horses may kick or bite. There's now a caveat down at the bottom. Do not touch the reins. Because there's lots of these...
Yeah, the guard's really keeping an eye on everyone that gets up close today.
So it makes it very confusing for the horses. So the Ministry of Justice used to be there. So you can see
Another massive group just arrived. I hope they're not all going to come and pose.
And then next to it, there's the flag in between the Union flags there. Just very high end style.
interesting is the English people having a discussion behind me. They're thinking it says don't touch the horse. Frenchy school group. Lucky it's not on NIPPY because I couldn't see a teacher anywhere in sight, folks. No idea where their teacher is. And yet more police officers coming through the gate. Look at it, non-stop. I have no idea where the teacher is. This is a very large group. God forbid anything goes wrong. Why do the French groups seem ordinarily to be completely unsupervised? Like it's not a NIPPY horse. Then again, if it were, there's no teacher for me to tell. No one else getting close for the moment. Well, this group are here. Okay, finally, allez, on y va. They're off, which is my key, guys, also. So migrate to the other end. Let's see what happens here. Allez, on y va. Still didn't see the teacher. No idea, in fact, who is in control of that group, which is worrying because they're fairly young. Oh. So this clown just stuck his arm right around the horse's neck. God jerked the reins away straight away. The second we walk over, this idiot's just got his arm around the horse's neck. Extraordinary, to be honest. Said this guy that never takes any nonsense, so I'm quite glad, obviously having just wandered here for the first time, to see him on this horse at this end. I'm not completely sure whether we got cleanly the guy putting his arm around the horse's neck. I think we did as I marched over, but yeah, how fast the guard reacted to that, and rightly so. That's just odd, isn't it, to sort of, you know, insert your arm around the horse's neck.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm just going to step back.
You have some alcohol over there.
He loves you. Brilliant. I took 2 or 3. Oh, thank you. That's about 10.
Guys, these rounds again. I'm hoping he's not actually going to come to this end because somebody's left their pushchair. He's not. He's gone to the other end, pushing the Frenchy group out the way. But look, lucky that he went to the other end and not this end first. Problem is, he'll need to come to this end in a minute, and if this lady with her kid is still here, she's not going to see him approach. I've just realised it's going to be a more interesting aspect if I'm here as he leaves to go to the other end, which he will do in a minute. Look, the infantry group is still sort of formed up here. He won't shout at them anyway, regardless. But let's hope they move out of the way quick enough. Pusher's still there as well. Right, here he comes. That's a big group. Look. Okay, so the lady and her pushchair. Oh.
You want to get into your buggy?
Second time I've seen that this morning. Yeah, which is the right spot for that, weren't we? That time, folks. I had a feeling it would be the right spot. So with this priceless kind of, oh, what do we do next? Expressions. Brilliant. Busy morning, eh? Over there, yeah? Again.
No, they're different.
Another group. Oh. Yeah, she's knocking up. The blonde lady's not giving up at all. Look. She doesn't seem to care that the guard needs to do his rounds. Look, the guard's having a laugh. He's like, okay, which one? Look. Classic. Yeah, definitely got the best looks of surprise of the morning thus far, anyway, without a doubt. C'est super, as the French group would have said. I kind of think most sensible people would figure out the horse's body language, which at the moment is pretty much saying, don't touch me. I'm not sure if the horse is being fed or whether it's just licking his hand. The horse seemed to like him though. It's got such early spring season vibes today, folks. It's really hard to describe. The flow, the motion, the movement of people in all directions, crisscrossing all over the place. I'm not actually sure why. If you're out and about in London during the day, okay, maybe if you've got some hand sanitizer, you want a horse licking your palms. Bear in mind he's licked a lot of other palms already. TV crew might well have just been filming the South Korean president, now becoming a subject of their own videos. Folks, yeah, I won't refer to what we're all smiling at. Oh, goodness me. It's hard not to admire the enthusiasm. I mean, I do laugh at it and I joke about it in a light-hearted way, but yeah, the enthusiasm that we sometimes see here is quite remarkable. Otherworldly enthusiasm, I think is what I would call it, people. Okay, who's up next? Bear in mind that Christmas season proper really begins in the first week of December. What I mean by Christmas season, you get a lot of people that will come here for 2 or 3 weeks, all right? 2 or 3 weeks, and they'll be here for one reason. They'll be here for the shopping, Harrods, Selfridges, Bond Street, Sloane Street, etc. That normally starts here first week of December. Some people will be here for a whole month. Most of the suites at London's very, very top-end hotels, Claridge's, Lanesborough, the newer hotels like Peninsula, Raffles, Bulgar, etc. Most of those suites are often sold out for the whole of December. Yeah, Americans watching this video, rejoice. Claridge's, my personal favourite hotel in London. I still think it is the best. Glorious hotel. Not the most expensive now that we've got the new ones, but definitely the most classy. Claridge's is typically host to US visitors. They typically buy up. And I remember the manager of Claridge's telling me a few years ago that they typically have had some of the same very well-known American families booking up the Christmas suite when they check out after Christmas. They book it up for the next year, and some people have been coming back for more than 20 years. Same suite, same family, year after year after year. Why? Great hotel, that's why. Plus, in terms of getting outside on foot and seeing what's really going on in the West End and doing, the best shopping in London. A lot of people would argue it's Harrods. I personally don't think it is. I personally think the best shopping in London is on Bond Street. Claridge's 2 minutes walk from Bond Street. Yeah, this guy is really not taking any nonsense, is he at all? The second somebody looks like they might even take the you-know-what, he's on it. Brilliant. So there you have it. Rich folks watching. Recommendations? Claridge's. And no, this is not a sponsored post. I don't do those. It's just my personal favourite hotel in London. That said, if it's health clubs that you like, arguably the best pool in London is at the Bulgari. That said, Claridge's a couple of years ago opened their own subterranean spa. Yeah, this horse I think is just really sensitive to too many people. That would explain why the guard is pulling him away when there are too many people around, and also why he's a bit restless. Yeah, makes sense. Another large Italian group. Super busy, right? So like, what on earth is this? But all of us, everyone filming here, I think he's shocked there's so many people. Look. Attenzione, borse viaggiatrici.
Era un po' per il finché la prova con me.
What a curious morning. Okay, finally be able to move. I literally couldn't move then, folks. I was completely jammed in from all sides. I can't even begin to imagine the volume potentially that we'll see here after the closure. When the horse guards have been closed for a month or so, obviously there'll be a lot of tourists that are going to be very disappointed that there are no horses, no guards during December. But yeah, after that post-closure, it's going to be crazy. We'll be in the absolute heart of winter, potentially, if we get super lucky. There'll be snow on the ground. We'll definitely be able to see the horse's breath and so on in the mornings, and hopefully it'll be frosty and quite spectacular, purely aesthetically speaking. So there's a lot to look forward to after the closure. Winter will dash by fast, it always does for some reason. What happens then? We're into the spring months, looking forward to the King's Troop coming back, and oddly enough, I could already kind of feel how quickly that's going to happen, folks. Yeah, back here with the King's Troop next June. Time is flying by, honestly, it is absolutely zooming by. Oh, this horse wants a cup of coffee, look.
Raimund.
You went to Switzerland. You went to Switzerland. Yeah. Your commitment is amazing, I swear. Is it really interesting though? Yeah? That's kind of why we're sitting there. Hold on a second. It's cold, snow yet or not? Really, already? So beautiful to look at.
Yeah, if you find it.
Yeah, exactly that. Oh, here he comes again. Get ready. Which way is he going this time? We don't know which way he's going this time, folks. Instinctively, I think he's going to come this way first, but he might not go anywhere. He might go straight back in again. The glory of the scattering tourist. We've really had a super share of red cloaks, haven't we? And somewhat startled tourist expressions. Let's see what happens in a minute. That's what's waiting for him. It's perfect timing, to be honest. When he's finished his rounds, I will finish this video. It's been a busy morning. Very. perfectly positioned to see what might or might not happen when they finish their chat. Imagine if he walked towards me, he like changes his routine completely. Okay, I'm happy to follow across because it's not too busy, but more importantly, actually the thing is, I was going to say I can go into the side gate, but sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes they do come through the side gate, but I can move quickly should that happen. At least this time people are being respectful enough not to crowd around and get in his way while he's trying to work. Because that last time was just, you know, a little bit over the top. I mean, yes, it is funny, guys, and I do laugh at it when people are startled, but at the same time, you know, seriously, God's working. They shouldn't have to actually worry about pushing through people that are in their way.
¿Le damos con aquel?
This is like, can you check my shoe? Notice the virtual car park, folks. That is Whitehall. The traffic is not really going anywhere fast, and that, regrettably, is what I'll be joining in about 5 minutes, heading that way. Yikes. Okay, guard is moving, which is my cue to get way out of the way. Uh-oh. She was lucky. She was actually very lucky, that tourist. The logistics of dealing with this many people now as he does his rounds, it's kind of hard to explain because, you know, I'm pretty tall. I've got no problem. I wouldn't go as far as saying, you know, shoving people out the way if they're in my way, because that's rude, but no problem standing my ground if somebody wants to try and push and shove, as you've seen before. But goodness gracious, you know, bear in mind the guards are one-handed. They're carrying the sword in one hand. They've got a zillion people all around them. Any one of them could be a security risk. Yes, we've got the police here as well, but it's just this kind of constant interaction with this many people is crazy. But more importantly, folks, would you have ever thought, because I wouldn't have done that, on a typical morning, okay, it's barely afternoon, morning, afternoon, in November, it would be like this. I would not have thought it. I would have thought we were way past these kind of scenes already this year. Yeah, really would have done, but there we are. Constant surprises, eh? Which I guess is what keeps me coming back to this place. Just when I come to the front expecting that, you know what, it's calmed down, this happens. Look at this. Absolutely extraordinary, isn't it? Look. What on earth? I'm trying to wonder where so many people are coming from today. I think he's pointing his camera in the wrong direction. Maybe it's his first day as a cameraman. He needs to point it the other way to get pictures of the guard. Oh, he's heard me. That's it. There we go. He slowly figure it out. I'm not sure what he's saying, guys. I can't establish language, but one-man crowd control right there. Brilliant. It's so busy. I'm both relieved and also sad to be leaving, folks. But you know, there it is. Tourist mecca, guys. Oh wow. That's really beautiful, right? Ham. Are you making me want to go to Switzerland now? Fondue, snow, I mean, what else do you want? Perfect.
Някой ще се приближи ли? Смее ли? Хайде, бегай. Нищо, отивай само. Хайде, сте скоро.
Pretty amazing trip. We're driving all around. Ah, wow, wow. Swiss city walks. That sounds pretty good, no? Swiss city.
I go every year. I go there every year.
Oh, really? Aha. I've been to Switzerland in ages. Were you expecting to be this busy in November? I thought it would be super quiet now. Like, where is everyone coming from? Tourist season never ends. Yes, yeah. So at least at that point it will finally be quiet. I'm not sure. Apparently from the first week of December until the new year. Hopefully I'll know next week. Oh my god. Folks, this is, yeah, what can I say? I mean, you've seen it for yourself. The scenes here this morning are unexpected, I think is the best way I could describe it, without using any profanities. Anyway guys, the doorman's here to look after the horse. No tourists getting close now. They've hired a doorman. Look, his job is going to be to knock out anyone that gets anywhere near to the horse or disrespects the king's horse. See, look, he's ready, guys. Just don't even bother trying it. That's it. New security they've just hired. Look. Does that mess with me? Let's see what happens. On that note, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. This was part 2. This morning, part 1 was a long guard from horseguards. Yeah, I need to go and lay down in a dark room. That was the most hectic Wednesday morning in a hell of a long time. Enjoy your day, folks. I'll be back soon. Bye for now.